Shalom. Let's start this over.
Shalom, God.
Hey, Shalom, Mark. Shalom. I'm trying to see.
Yahweh Shem.
Yabashima Shabakata. Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Yabashima Shabakata.
Yahweh Shem.
Come on, bro. Come on. Y'all brothers ready?
Hana.
All right. So we want to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh. Bahashem.
Hashem,
Hoshai.
Yahushua, Hashem,
Shem. Ka.
Ka.
Kadash.
Give honors to the apostle and elders of great millstone, rule well, and peace and salutations to the house of David, the lit men pushing his truth and faith and sincerity. This is the brother Yitazaka.
Brother Kabar.
And I just wanted to touch on basically how these families gonna these family members gonna start losing it on each other, like uh basically like brothers gonna start bucking up against each other, mothers and daughters gonna start bucking up against each other, father and son gonna start bucking up against each other, like all different type of family. Like I had a series I was doing recently about a year ago called Family Killing Family, because Yahweh Shema had that spirit out here heavy where a lot of families, it was a lot of infighting going on with families, and they was killing each other, man. That was like heavy last year in like 2019 and 2018, and that spirit finna ramp up more and more as we get towards the end, and as things get more critical, because I had seen basically, this one story where this man in New Mexico, he doused his wife with gasoline, man, was gonna set her on fire for the stimulus check, man. Then there was this other guy, he beat his mom up for because she was hiding some tissue paper, man, some toilet tissue, you know. So as things get more critical and more serious, man, these family members gonna really start to turn on each other, man. It's gonna turn into a real bloodbath in a lot of these homes, man. You know, uh, I'm gonna get this. You brothers got spruce up.
What you want me to get?
You get Jeremiah 3:14. Public sir.
This is in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, and verse 14. It says, "Turn, O black sliding children, said the Lord Yahweh, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion."
Right. So a lot of these families, man, like Yahweh Shemi Ashai saving full houses out here, man. Danny Tanner and and the Olsen twins. Everybody gonna get saved at the house. No, it said, read that one more time, huh?
It says, "Turn, O black sliding children, said the Lord Yahweh, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of the city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion."
So a lot of like families, if only one of a city and two of a family, like this, the type of ratio that Yahweh Shemal Shai is bringing salvation to families and people, so to speak, children of Israel. This type of level is in ratio is how he's bringing salvation. Then that it's gonna be a lot of families that's gonna be getting broke up, man. You know, like it's gonna be a lot of because that's gonna hurt with if you're a family member and you see your other family member, they're okay, or they're not worried, you gonna spaz on them, or you gonna spaz on your other family members, or basically all the family members might die off and you might be the only one left, because this gonna happen within the elect and just these normal 2/3 people in the world. A lot of our families gonna get knocked off, man. A lot of our families not gonna really make it, man. Yahweh Shema saying just dealing with our whole family line out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He might save our wives and our children, Lord willing. Lord willing, he still knock them off too if they not purposed, But we know that a lot of the elect men's children, they're gonna be saved. A lot of the elect men's wives, they're gonna be saved. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shane just dealing with your whole family line out here, your whole family tree. You know.
Yep.
You can get Isaiah 4:1. If y'all got some precepts, just call it out.
Con. I was holding Micah.
Oh, Con, yeah, I got that.
Micah 7.
Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 4. He said verse 1.
Con.
It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach."
And it's gonna catch a lot of so-called women of the Lord off guard right here. It's gonna catch a lot of women, period, off guard, because even the 2/3, even the 2/3 gonna have men, women flocking unto them, because when men not gonna be at a premium in this time, so women gonna be looking for protection anywhere it come. They gonna be looking for protection from anywhere it comes. So the average 2/3 woman, or the average woman in the truth, if she's not ready for this prophecy to come past, when women start flocking to men, she might spaz out on her husband and kill him. She might spaz out, period, to kill herself, kill her children, man. She like, oh, if you gonna have other women, then I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your kids, and I'm gonna kill you. You're not gonna have nobody. Like, it's gonna this type of stuff that we coming into. You know what I'm saying? With these women, I mean, where these relationships, like between marriages and then families, are gonna start turning real brutal, man. Gonna start turning real brutal because of the situations that's going on. Like, the average woman, she ain't gonna be able to take it in her mind that another her man just popping another woman, and it's just okay. She gonna be ready to, she more willing to die than to let that happen, man. She'll kill
Con.
you before she let that happen, man.
But was it Floyd Mayweather's daughter? Her she stabbed a NBA YoungBoy's baby mother.
Con, bro, y'all heard of that? I see that. See that spirit is getting pushed out more out here, man. The spirit is getting stronger out here, where these people are starting to turn up more on each other, man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you say you want to bring that Micah 7?
Con. You want me to get something else or bring it
No,
up?
you got it. Go ahead.
This is in Micah 7, and I was just going to start verse 6. It says, "For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter riseth up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house."
Yep, that's what time we coming into, man. Your enemies are gonna be those of your own household, man. Because if you're around somebody long enough, then eventually you're gonna start looking at them some type of way. You're gonna start questioning them. You're gonna start thinking about stuff. You're gonna start feeling some type of way, man. And that's gonna cause a lot of infighting and a lot of divisions within these homes, man. A lot of basically this is a prophecy that's coming to pass. Where families are gonna be bucking up and going crazy on each other, man. It's gonna be no holds barred. It's gonna be really pretty much every man for himself out here, man. You know.
Kind of, like you said, the time that we're approaching. I mean, it's like you got people when, let's say, you know what I'm saying, the husband ends up getting killed or whatever. Usually the prompt suspect is going to be the wife. That's just how the cops see it. Like, all right, let me see if, you know what I'm saying, if she did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just usually how it goes. You know what I'm saying? You look at the person closest to them. You know what I'm saying? And we approaching a time, like you said, where the stakes are going to be so high it's gonna be a lot of life or death situations. You know what I'm saying? If someone is like messing you up, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how money, that's the primary thing. People, you know what I'm saying? If you're messing up the money, that's like the reason for a lot of divorces. Hey man, we approach at a time where it's like, all right, you done basically, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like this gonna be like high level, like the purge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Con, bro. Yep. A lot of people gonna have those thoughts that they ain't never forgot about, and they gonna re-click in their mind, you know, and they gonna want to bring forth judgment, man. Because when the stakes so high and the pressure is on like that, then they gonna be like, okay, they gonna bust, man. They gonna bust, man. You know, they gonna just straight up bust and go wild, man. You know.
Oh, that's the spirit. Cause I'm thinking of that scripture where it says Babylon is bound to every hateful bird and uncaged. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, Revelation 18. Con, you can bring it if you want.
Yeah, man. That's the
I
end game.
got you. Matter of fact, I got you, bro. This Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Yeah, that's it. You know, every foul spirit. You know, unclean and hateful bird. Like the brother's going into how basically because it tells you in Matthew 24th chapter. You know what I mean? Because the love of many shall wax cold. You know
Oh,
what
I
I mean?
got that.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Cause yeah, like you're going into it, it's gonna get extremely bad. You know, Babylon. These people out here. This is nothing but a what do you call it? A mental health shop. You know what I'm saying? This place is like America is like an asylum. When these
Mm.
people run out of their medication, man, right now they got a whole bunch of vices. You know, cigarettes. You know, weed. You know what I'm saying? Pills, popping perks, and all that. Whatever.
Social media,
Social media.
TV, you know, let's go on.
Yeah, sweets. You know, salt. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people lose their mind over just because they ain't have their sweets, man.
Mm.
So yeah, man, like these people are gonna be bugging. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, like you was going into.
Con, because they already bugging. I seen this video. I was telling the brother Kabar, I seen this video of this nigga woman, and basically she was complaining because she had to be home with her children during this quarantine to take care of them. She was like, "I'm tired of watching these fucking kids. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm not your mom." She said, if this kid asks me for some juice one more time, I'm gonna pour it down her throat. It's gonna be a swimming pool of juice, you know. So if you're complaining and spazzing like this for a week period of time when you still got juice, how much more it's gonna be when you don't really have no juice and that child is asking for it, man? You're gonna completely bug, man. You gonna completely spaz out here. If you're to the point right now where you are already ready to kill her for asking for some juice when you got some juice, then how much more it's gonna really be when you don't have no juice, man? You know?
I was thinking of a couple precepts
Yeah.
where it talks about how the Lord is gonna send a shaking hand in the midst of Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
got you.
another one I was thinking of was you know what I'm saying, a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
Oh yeah,
That
that's the same chapter. I got you. All right.
yeah.
This Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 14. The Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
Yeah, that like a drunken man that staggereth in his vomit. That's how people gonna be looking out here, and people gonna be bugging, man. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see a drunk man staggering in his vomit, man, you know, people are gonna lose their mind out here, man. You know?
Yup. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Yeah. Ain't gonna be no work in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? We see that now, like with all these jobs being taken away or whatever. They ain't coming back. Scripture is plain. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no word for no Egypt, man. You know, these people about to really find out that Yahweh Shemashah is sending these plagues, man. And yeah, a lot of people gonna be bucking up against their own family. You know what I'm saying?
Con,
You got food, I don't. You know what I'm saying? And I need that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna care, man.
con. And another example of that, I was just thinking too, like a man's wife could be like, okay, honey, we don't got no money. We don't have no money coming in. I need to go sell this cat. And he's like, bitch, you not finna go sell no pussy. She's like, no, I'm finna go sell pussy because we need it. We need this money. You know what I'm saying? That's a way to cause a husband to kill his wife, or his wife to kill his husband, or the wife to kill her husband, because she like, fuck it, I gotta do what I gotta do. Or he like, no, you're not finna be out here selling pussy. You know what I'm saying? So that's he like, bitch, I'll just kill you then. You know what I'm saying? If you think you're gonna rock like that, you know? Or man, his daughter trying to go sell some pussy. You know what I'm saying? He gonna he'll probably kill her, man. You know? Or shit, even more worse, nigga cooped up ain't getting no box. He'll try to pop his own sister, man. You know, that'll cause all type of friction too. You know, it's so many scenarios that can happen within a family. You know, it says, verse 16, and in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, Habashim Shai, which he shaketh over it.
Yep, you got it, bro. That's it.
Bro. Yeah, so pretty much, you know, Egypt gonna be like unto women. That's another thing too, because men, it speak about how the mighty man is gonna cry bitterly, you know. So the woman who done put their trust in the mighty man, you know, she gonna realize like he's not so mighty as she thought. She gonna spaz out to try to kill that nigga, man. You know, or he gonna fold under pressure from all the pressure that she's expecting from him, and he gonna kill her. You know, probably kill the kids too. You know. You brothers got some precepts?
I was going to touch on how they're going to be eating each other too.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. You got it.
But I mean,
What you want? The Lamentations 4? I got you, bro. Matter of fact, let's go to Deuteronomy. I got you.
28.
I got all the bases covered through the spirit of Prayah. This Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse. I'm gonna start at 49. This Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 49. The Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, who shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
And you know, that's this place, man. You know, this place America, man. You know, it's as swift as the eagle flies, man.
Con. Yep, these fucking Edomites, man. You know, basically, you know, which it happened during the Jerusalem besiege, you know, under Roman persecution, but it's gonna happen again, you know.
Yep, it's the revised Roman Empire.
Fine. It says, Salaki, verse 51, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or the flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord Yahweh Shemashah thy power have given thee. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy power Yahweh Shemashah have given thee, and the seeds and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee.
Yep. So hey, man, this is ultimately part of the curses, man. You know, curses that our people have to deal with, man. Eating the flesh of your own body. You know what I'm saying? Eating the flesh of your sons and daughters. You know, this is, hey, man, this is part of prophecies, and we know from, was it 15 on down? You know what I'm saying? This is just the curses that we got to deal with, man, because we went off as a people. So, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? This is part of the role that prophets are going to be speaking about, man. You know, the lamentations more than the woe, man. This ain't no, this ain't a whole lot of mirth, man. This ain't no happily ever after like it's a fairy tale or something, man. This is real out here, man.
God. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Mm-hmm. See? Just part of the curses, man. You know, we see it going on day to day, man. You know what I'm saying? Just our people and just our little brothers too, man. You know, we see how it's just division amongst the household. It's like we're bringing up, man. Situations, you know what I'm saying? I can think of a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who I know, it was he has mental health conditions, whatever. But you know, regardless, he was a Jake. You know what I'm saying? He ended up killing his mom, his sister. You know what I'm saying? And his sister's friend. You know what I'm saying? That shit was just crazy. When I heard it, I'm like, damn. But you know what I'm saying? That's just part of the curses, man.
I'm gonna get that word tender too, you know, and it's finna amplify on another level, man. And this time we come into this finna what a time that has never been, man. So this is finna amplify to the maximum level during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, you're gonna have people being, you know, brothers, the eyes of brothers being evil towards each other. You know, the eye of the husband being evil towards his wife, all the more, much more, and towards his children, man, which he shall leave. You know, but I'm gonna get this word tender. You know, yeah, that's another cold thing too, man. Men gonna be leaving children by themselves, man. A father's just gonna leave a kid by themselves, man. The kids to just fend for themselves. Then the kids, they gonna turn on each other and kill each other, you know. But it's just that word tender. That word tender.
Strong's H.
Tender, soft, delicate, weak, delicate of flesh, weak of heart, timid, soft of word, gentle word. So, you know, that looks cool little Jake with the glasses on, you know, the backpack guy, you know, want her to fly, you know, he's gonna spaz, man. He's gonna spaz out, man. You know how the little weird Jakes is, Yu-Gi-Oh card playing, Jake, you know, Pokemon card playing, just, you know, play the video game. He don't mean no harm, you know, tucking his shirt when he go to school. This nigga's gonna spaz, man. He's gonna completely spaz out, man. You know. It says, verse 55, so that he will not give to any of them the flesh of the children whom he shall eat, because he have nothing left him in the siege, and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates.
So you eating you flesh of your children, and you ain't even gonna share, man.
God, bro. Cause yeah, if you hungry, you know what I'm saying, all you got to eat is kids. You like, fuck, this might be my last meal for a while. I can't share this. I gotta make sure I'm straight, you know. It says, verse 56, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children, which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things, secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in thy gates.
You got it.
Bro. Yeah, so that's what's going on. The tender and delicate woman too, man. You know
Yeah.
what's the example of a soft, tender, delicate woman? You know, someone you can imagine doing something like, some crazy shit. Imagine seeing her with damn blood all around her mouth, man. You know, like she just been sticking her face like a dog in some blood, man, eating out of a doggy bowl, man, with an old mischievous, devilish look on her face, man. You know, that's that's what it's finna be, man. That's what it's finna be. It said what's the between from she gonna have an evil eye towards the young one that comes from between her legs, man. So even her newborn, man. That's another thing too. You got a newborn baby crying, you can't give him no milk, or you might even be breastfeeding, you don't have no proper nutrients in you to produce more breast milk, and you just spaz out from hearing the baby crying, just eat their ass alive, man. You know.
Yeah, I had a script on that, but like even during like slavery when we was on the ships or whatever, I was watching this little movie clip, and when they put them on the bottom of the ship, and then Esau come around with the goop and all of that, and the slaves would just be taking that little nasty stuff, like licking their fingers and all that, man. So desperate times bring desperate, actions, man.
Bro. Yep.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. It says, even the sea monsters draw out their breasts. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the suckling child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it to them. They that did feed delicately are desolate in the streets. They that were brought up in scarlet embrace dunghills. But it goes into, basically the woman, they're not gonna be caring for they little children, man. Ultimately, man, they're gonna be embracing dunghills, man. What's that? Shit, man. All right, there's doo doo, man. They're gonna be eating doo
doo. You'll jump down to verse 10, huh?
It says, the hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. They were their meat and the destruction of the daughter of my people.
You see, so yeah, like the brother was saying, man, these people, they're gonna be eating shit. They're gonna be literally eating their own children, man. That's how critical it's gonna get out here, man. That's how serious it's gonna be, man. To the point where these women are gonna fucking boil up or roast a baby, a newborn baby, and eat them. That's how serious the times we coming into, man. It's not no fucking joke, man. Jake think this shit a joke, man. Like you here it is, because Jake, they don't even like their family, man. They don't even like their family. Like during this time right here, during this quarantine, you be seeing how much Jake really like his family. He like, man, I'm tired of being around my kids. When they gonna take their ass back to school? I'm tired of seeing my wife every day, man. She need to go back to work. I'm tired of my husband being here, tripping every day, man. Like these families, they don't even like each other, man. How much more when all out hell is broken loose, man. They gonna fucking spaz on each other, man.
They're gonna spaz from the things that they see too.
Bro.
Gonna see a lot of violence, man. A lot of people they just gonna go and become straight up monsters. They're gonna become monsters, and just wanted to forewarn, the men of the Lord are not gonna be the women are not gonna be taking hold. The ones that take hold of the men of the Lord are not gonna be cannibal women. We're not dealing with no women that eat doo-doo or own children.
Bro. Let me get this. This Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You got it, bro.
Yeah, man. That's basically, hey, man. This is the Most High, man. He's creating these spirits, man. That he's putting it on particular people, like we brought out recently in the lesson, like in the perilous times, this is going to be the spirit hop on a lot of people, man. It's just going to be amplified. The wickedness that's in their heart, you know what I'm saying? It's going to cause them to be that vessel used for vengeance, man. You know, upon family members. You know, it's going to be a lot of death, man. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering. All right, a lot of cannibalism. You know what I'm saying? All that is coming, all right, to a city near you, man.
Damn. You brothers got a precept?
I had St. Matthew 10.
Oh yeah, Khan got that too. Okay. Yeah, Brent, you can bring that out.
Okay. This is in St. Matthew 10, and I'm gonna just start at verse 34. It says, "Think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword."
Matter of
This is
fact, you'll go to Luke 12 and 49. It's
Khan.
pretty
Yeah, I
much
was holding
the
that.
same thing.
Khan. Yeah, I was holding that too.
Oh,
This is
okay. Oh, Salak. Oh, go ahead. Oh, Salak. You can read that. Salak.
no, Khan. This is in St. Luke 12 and 49. It says, "I'm come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?"
No, Salak. You could have read that Matthew 10. I didn't know you was holding the Luke 12. My fault.
No, yeah. So yeah, you're right. It's, same thing.
Khan. All right, Khan. You got it, bro.
Back in St. Matthew 10 and 35, it says, "For I'm come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. It says, and the man's foes shall be they of his own household."
And that's in the red too, right?
Yep.
So this is Yahweh Shai's words, man. Yahweh Shai said he has come to set a man at variance against. How you say it?
God. It says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's
So
foe."
so Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shai, our Lord, the Messiah, he's actually come to set a daughter against the mother. He's actually come to set the father against the son, man. This is what he come to do, man. So we're coming in the time of our Lord Yahweh Shai's second coming. Why? Because this is amplifying, man. And it's only going to amplify more and more until he actually touches down, man.
God. It says, "And the man's foes shall be they of his own household."
Yeah, and a man's foes should be those of his own household. So that's what's gonna be going down here, man. It's gonna be a lot of killing within these households, man, between families, man. You know.
Yep.
That's great.
You got it, bro.
This is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 19. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So it said they ain't gonna have no pity on his neighbor, and that could be the neighbor inside. That could be in the next room. That could be in the same house.
Yep.
Ultimately.
Yep.
But they ain't no pity upon their neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be destroying the house with the sword, man. It's gonna be food riots inside the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yep. Yep. Matter of fact, Kyle, you get Second Ezra 6 and 22. Matter of fact.
Oh, the song place. This is Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty."
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, man. And that's what's happening right now. It's just gonna turn more and more on the level like the husband, he gonna send his wife, go get some groceries. Go get some groceries. She gonna go to the grocery store, ain't gonna be no damn groceries in there, period. She gonna come back home, she ain't gonna have no groceries. All right. He gonna beat that bitch to death, man. You keep reading.
Oh, Khan, it says, verse 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, when every man suddenly heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
Mm-hmm.
At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the mountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Yeah. So, but the point on that is friends gonna fight like enemies, man. Friends gonna fight like enemies, which like the brother to mine was just alluding to, neighbor. That's the word synonymous with the word brother, and also synonymous with the word friend. So family, friends, brothers, they're gonna be fighting each other like enemies, man. You know, you already know in Jake household, like you eat you eat your brother a piece of cake that he was saving in the refrigerator or something, man, he might fucking square up with your ass, man. You
God,
know? Now how much more like when really is no food in the refrigerator, you know? Like, what's up, bro? All right. We finna fight this out to the death, bro. I need food. Fuck that. I ain't ate, bro. You know?
if I could just add in, I had a testimony of one of my oldest brothers. One of my neighbors had brought some steak over or whatever, and it was in the fridge or whatever. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I ate it. He's like, oh, that wasn't for you. That was for me. He went crazy, man, over some damn steak, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I ate it and shared it with somebody that hadn't ate, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wanted me to pay him $10 for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They be going
wild.
crazy, man. Oh, cause I didn't know that for made that for him. I just thought it was just here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That's wild. Now you made me think about the time my uncle, he did something similar to me. You know what I'm saying? He had some fish and I had ate it. You know what I'm saying? And we was both staying with my grandma at the time. And then he told my grandma, I heard him speaking to my grandma like, he ate my fish, I'ma kill him, Joyce. I'ma kill him. So that
yeah.
that that was like damn near 10 years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey man, for imagine now for real deal, like Jake gonna really be ready to kill somebody, bro. You know?
Crime. Like, yeah, just imagine being in a situation hungry and someone just took your food. That ain't, hey, Lord willing, you don't gotta be in that situation, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro. Yeah, that's fucking
Fuck it.
whoa. That's that's raw, man. That's raw, bro. Uh
Scripture.
you got it.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
Bro. Yes, so the Lord, he's bringing this, but this is what the Lord wants. We just read it in Matthew the 10th chapter, about how Yahweh Shai has come to set variance between these families. Then we read in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter about the curses, where Yahweh Shai had these curses was gonna come upon us if we was disobedient towards his word. So this is what Yahweh Shai want, man. He want this evil to come upon people in this type of way, because that's real harsh and horrible, to know that, to die by the hands of your own family member, you a child die by the hands of those who's supposed to be protecting you, man. Or you as a parent die die by the hands of your children who you've been loving and caring for your whole life. You know, that's real harsh, but that's a judgment from Yahweh Shai. You know,
I got another one.
huh?
This Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. It says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
And that's going on right now, in America on a mass level. But how much more when there's really literally no work for Egypt, man? You definitely gonna earn whatever you earn. You gonna say if you get some money in this time or some kind of currency to where you could trade something, man. It's gonna be so much more valuable, and you're gonna get so much more less that it's gonna mean so much more to you, man. You know, and it's gonna cause you to feel a more of a feeling of like you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not sharing this with nobody. I had to work this hard for. I'm not giving you nothing, man. You know, I'm not giving you a damn thing. I had to work to get this loaf of bread, man. Shit, it's my loaf of bread. You know.
Yep. And these these individuals out here, like, they love to eat, man. You know, they got their Easter, they get their Thanksgiving, their New Year's. They eat about 5 meals every day, man. You know what I'm saying? They have a different mentality towards food, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that they really go hard for that, man. And all these gluttonous, especially Jake, high blood pressure, overweight, all of that. You know what I'm saying? They go hard for they pork ribs and all that shit.
Fine, bro. Fine. Yo. You got some, Kabar?
I think was there a little bit more in the loop? I got Jeremiah 19.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Jeremiah 19:19. Yeah, con. I mean 19 lucky. Yeah, you got it, bro.
Did you get that, Jeremiah?
Yeah, you got it.
Huh. This is in Jeremiah 19 and verse 8. Con. It says, "And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend, and the siege and straightness wherewith their enemies, and they that seek their lives shall straighten them."
So yeah, this is repeated out throughout the scriptures, man. You know, this is a judgment that Yahweh Shemashah is bring upon our people, and this what he's finna bring on the maximum level right now in the time we coming into. You know, you said you got something else out.
Oh no, you got it.
You'll get Proverbs 30:11. No matter of fact, you'll get Isaiah 9:19 real quick. Just back up.
No. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, and verse 19. It says, "Though the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened," it says, "and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire, no man shall spare his brother."
Yeah, no man shall spare his brother, man. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemashah, man. You know, that evil that he's gonna bring to that city, man. You know, no man is gonna spare his brother out here, man. You go into that word spare, pretty much like going to having pity, man. You know, you you're not gonna have on your pit. You're not gonna have no pity on your own brother, man. The same nigga you grew up playing basketball and football with, man. You know, y'all was popping bitches together and shit, man. You know, you finna you gonna turn up on him, man. You gonna turn up on him. You ain't gonna feel no pity for him. You're not gonna care if he ain't eat or not, or if he ain't got nowhere to go, or if he ain't got no clothing. You know, nigga, I kill you, so I ain't gotta worry about your ass no more, man. You know.
Yep. It says, "And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall
Woo.
eat every man the flesh of his own arm."
Damn, so he gonna eat his brother arm. He gonna kill his brother and then eat his brother arm, and then that's not gonna satisfy him. He gonna eat his own arm. That's how evil these spirits are gonna be stirred up, man. That's evil as hell, man. For you to kill your brother and eat him, bro. That's an evil ass spirit on you, man. You know, that's a real wicked ass spirit on you, bro. If you do some shit like that, man. You know, but like the brother Samayan brought out, you know, or quoted, what we brought out Isaiah 19. That's that perverse spirit that Yahweh Shemashah gonna mingle, man. You know.
Um, yeah, I was thinking about that scripture where it says, you know what I'm saying? Basically, in Lamentations, where it talk about how, starving to death is one of the worst ways to die.
Oh yeah, Lamentations 4:8 or 4:9. I think it might be 4:8.
Yep, it's verse 9. Lamentations 4:9 says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field." And we know that in the Apocrypha, it tells you that majority of the people are going to perish of famine out here, man. So, it's going to get extremely bad, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, as far as how bloody it gets, you know what I'm saying? The situation that people are gonna be brought into, man, it's gonna get real scarce out here, to say the least. People are gonna be eating dust, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna need something, man, to kill that hunger. You know what I'm saying? To put something in there. Hey, man, when your stomach is like flat and it's touching your spinal cord, it's like, damn, anything. You know what I'm saying? To kill this, because your body is eating itself inside out. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the worst ways to die. You know.
God, bro. Yep. You get what you got, Kabar?
Now what you got?
You get Jeremiah 16:18. Sure.
Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 18. It says, "And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land.
Mm.
They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things."
Mm-hmm.
It
You keep
says,
going.
"O Lord," it kind of says, "O Lord, Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and the things wherein there is no profit."
And that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen on a mass level too, man. Cause Jake finna realize like a lot of these kids in these younger generation, these teen. That's why a lot of kids and children gonna turn on their parents because they gonna realize like all the shit that my parents been teaching me is bullshit. It's all bullshit. Those are all lies, man. You know, you told me that if I did this and that and I lived like this in this society, I was gonna be okay. You know, but ultimately, that's not the truth. Man, I'm finna kill you, man. I'm finna kill you. You know.
Yeah, right. Yep. A lot of Jake gonna feel bamboozled, tricked, scammed, conned out of their life.
Yeah, there you go right there. That's the perfect way. Conned out of their life. That's the perfect way to say it. That's the perfect way to say it. Because I was thinking about that. Like Jake gonna really feel like I done spent my whole life trying to do what my parents told me to do, just be an upstanding American citizen, man. And this shit ain't brought me nothing but death, man. I could have been doing all the other stuff I wanted to do, man. I'm finna kill them. You know, they gonna feel like their parents are responsible for what the position that they're in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of if I could just add, a lot of Jake gonna be ashamed because they heard about this truth and they know about this truth. So what they gonna do in that day? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a hard day, man. It's gonna be a cold pill to swallow, man. You know, like knowing that you could have had the stability, but now you out here like you ain't got nothing. Because that's what's gonna be. It's gonna be nothing. No phones, no electricity, no food, no water, and nothing but blood, bro. It's gonna be kill or be killed out here. And these jakes, they smoke weed all day. They don't have the tenacity to you know what I'm saying, to be able to get through these times, man.
Yep. You don't have to resolve, you know. You get Proverbs 22:6.
This is in the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, and verse 6. It says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it."
And these are the modern day Jake parent does not teach their child in the way that they should go. Which way should you go? Get Deuteronomy 6 for me, y'all. Deuteronomy 6:6.
This is in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, and verse 6. It says, "And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart."
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
It says, "And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and
Thou
shalt."
shalt teach them diligently to thy children, man. You know what the law of Moses, which Jake don't teach diligently the law of Moses, the laws of Yahweh Shemashah to their children, man. You know.
It says, "And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house."
Should
When
talk of
thou
them when thou sittest in thy house. What Jake, you go into the average Jake household, Jake ain't talking about Yahweh Shemashah there, man. The kids playing the fucking PlayStation, them in the room doing the TikTok dance and shit, man. You know, they ain't worried about Yahweh Shemashah there, man.
God. And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou
Without
risest
laying
up.
down. So this, bro, when you're in the house with your kids, you're supposed to constantly be teaching them about the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Which these parents in this society, they don't do. They teach their children, oh, go to college, get a degree, get a good job. You know, they're not telling you the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, though, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
That was it on that was verse 7, right?
Yep.
God, bro. You get Proverbs 30 and 11 real quick.
Come. The book of Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 11, it says, there's a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother.
Yeah, that's this generation right here, man. You go to Sirach 3 and 2.
Come. Sirach 3 and 2, it says, for the Lord hath given the father honor over the children, and hath confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons.
And so you see that basically Yahweh Shem Yahushua is giving authority of the father over the children, man. But see, the father is not in the household, or the father, if he is in the household, he's a scumbag, man. You know, or if he is any kind of Jake, like if he is a Jake Pops that's kind of cool, he's still not teaching you about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So the authority that he's been given over the children is really not like his control is pretty much taught by the precept of man. He teaches you about the precept of man, you know. And the mother, you know, it says the mother has Salaki had confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons, you know, and honor of the father of the children, but the father don't honor the children don't honor the father, you know, and the authority of the mother is just pretty much bullshit, man. You know, she's not teaching you, she's not teaching the children in the proper manner, you know. You keep going though, go down to like 12.
Come. Verse 3, it says, whoso honoreth his father maketh atonement for his sins.
Right, so
and he
these guys ain't gonna have no atonement for their sins, because like we read in Proverbs 30 and 11, you know, how basically there's a generation which curses their father and curses their mother. So these people not gonna have no atonement for their sins. So ultimately, you know, they're gonna be all about death out here, you know, because the wages of sin are death, you know, like we go into a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm. And he that honoreth his mother is as one that layeth up treasure.
Yeah, so
Says,
but this is a generation that curses their father, you know, and don't reverence their mother. So they ain't laying up no damn treasure, you know. Keep going out.
Says, whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children, and when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
So a lot of these
Says,
people prayers not gonna be getting heard, you know.
yep. Says, he that honoreth his father shall have a long life, and he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort unto his mother.
So, man, you can see why a lot of these families are gonna be turned against each other, you know.
Mm-hmm. God says, he that feareth the Lord will honor his father, and will do service unto his parents as to his masters.
Woo! So, but these people don't have the fear of the Lord. Why? Because the parents have not taught the children the fear of the Lord, man. So ultimately, they're not gonna service them as their masters, man. They're gonna service them as putting their ass to death. There's gonna be their service to them.
Mm-hmm. You got a point?
I wanted to just add a point because you know, the scripture tell you to honor thy mother and thy father, but it also says this is Ephesians chapter 6 verse 4. It says, and ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up the nurture and admonition of the Lord. So if you ain't bringing up the nurture and the admonition of the Lord, you basically provoking them to wrath, man. You ain't teaching them. You ain't teaching them according to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You bringing that upon yourself, man.
Woo! That's a beautiful precept, and that wrath, that wrath is gonna be Yahweh Shem Yahushua wrath. You know, that wrath that they gonna execute upon you is gonna really ultimately be the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know.
Mm. That's cold, man. You know what I'm
Con.
saying? You done raised up a child. You know what I'm saying? Gave birth. You know, but that child was a spirit created for vengeance upon your ass.
Damn. Bro, y'all about to mouth shots. Cold, boy.
Yep.
My baby.
Back in Sirach 3, in verse 8, it says, "Honor thy father and mother, both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them. For the blessing of the father established the house of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations."
Ooh, and what they remind me of that Isaiah 3 when it say, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them." And we know women, they rule, or they rule the households through pretty much they're pretty much the lapdog of Esau Edom, you know. So they're finna root out foundations. You know, they're finna root out foundations. What the foundation that, you know, these children are supposed to have against the evil time, you know, that foundation is gonna be completely rooted out, you know. But that's the curse of the mother, you know, following after the damn serpent, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It reminds me of a meme I seen. I don't know exactly how it went, but it was like a picture. It was like, I guess, the father's not in the household, and the mother was like, "I don't need no man." Then like
Oh yeah, I seen that.
the older daughter was like, "I don't want to be with a man," or something like that. Then the
Yeah.
old little boy,
The little boy was like, I don't want to be a
"I don't
man.
want to be a man." You know what I'm saying?
God,
This
God.
root out the foundation, like, you know what I'm saying? The mother told me, "I don't need no man."
Yeah. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, our people are so destroyed is because the man's the head. You know what I'm saying? If you cut the head off the body, you know what I'm saying, that shit is going to drop. Bow. It can't function, man, without the head, man. So our people are really dead, you know what I'm saying, because they don't have the head. They don't have the brain. The head is the brain. All of the function of the body comes from the head.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Verse 12, it says, "My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth."
That's a lot. Start. I think you missed 10, 10 and 11.
It's a lot.
You good,
It
bro?
says in verse 10, it says, "Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee."
That's what's gonna happen. A lot of fathers, they're gonna be dishonored in this time. Why? Because they ain't gonna have no jobs. You know, they ain't gonna have shit going on. You know, and man, you know, and Jake, he gonna be popping shit. You know, on his pops, man. You know, so he definitely ain't gonna have no glory coming into him, man. You know, and the fathers, they gonna take it some type of way too, that they son trying to shit on them, you know, and try to eat at their pride, man. That's gonna cause the fathers to kill children, you know.
Mm-hmm. It says, "For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father." And
Woo, man.
yep. And a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children.
Wow, damn. You read 12,
Yep.
huh?
My
Unless you
son,
got something to say, Salah.
it says, "My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth."
And that's, man, it's gonna be a lot of old ass grandpas and grandmas out here, man, that, you know, been getting taken care of by their kids, man. And then ultimately, you know, when all that hell break loose, you got the old ass, you know, because you know how them old grumpy grandparents are, man. They be talking shit and popping shit, man. So Jake gonna end up killing his grandma and his grandpa, man. You know, because they popping shit on him. You know, talk or the parent, the child of the older parent. You know, they're not gonna continue to help them in this evil time. They just gonna let their ass die off, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. Verse 13 says, "And if his understanding fail, have patience with him, and despise him not when thou art in thy full strength."
Yeah, that's kind. Yeah, that was pretty much the point. But yeah, that's woo wee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can see how a lot of this stuff is gonna brew up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I know we ain't got that much time left. Can we get Malachi 4 and 6?